If you're someone like me who struggles to maintain a journal or continue journaling, I think this would be a very helpful way for you to get into the practice of. Hello everyone, this is the second part of setting up my bullet journal. So I have my 2021 journal right here with me. If you haven't seen the first part, I suggest you watch it. And today we'll be setting up all the details inside it. So what I'm going to do is that I have a very blank year at a glance. We're going to fill it up and the future log, all my goals for 2021, and I'll also be setting up a complete year of trackers. So stay tuned and I hope you like it. So let's get started. I have my 2020 and 21 bullet journal both here. What I'm going to first do is get started with my future log. So I have compiled a list of all the dates that I have to mark, and I'll be color coding them into this year at a glance. The colors I'll be using are red to mark the holidays, blue to mark all the birthdays, green to mark any upcoming festivals or events, and if any category is left, I'll classify it into yellow. The process is simple. All I'm gonna do is see what dates I have written in my future log and then mark them here in my calendar. Since the weekends are a holiday for me, I'm also marking them in red. Similarly, I'll continue with blue and all the colors. After color coding, this is what the final calendar looks like. Next, we are going to move ahead to 21 goals in 2020. I'm going to pick up my 2020 bullet journal, in which I have made a list of all the 21 goals that I want to achieve. I am just going to copy them over from there, making sure that I put a number in front of each. These goals range from a wide variety and cover everything from self-development goals to new things I want to try in 2021. Some of my biggest goals this year are to complete my motivational journal. You'll be seeing a lot of it in the upcoming videos. I also want to get fitter, and the biggest change that will be happening this year is I'll be moving to a new city, so I'm really looking forward to that. It also includes my small business goals to complete 5 logo orders and 10 workshops this year. 21 goals seem a lot and I only have 15 decided for now. I'll fill them up as I go. Okay, now for my social media tracker on Instagram, I currently have 1400 followers on Instagram, and on YouTube I have 118 subscribers. This is not a goal tracker, it's more of just to keep track of the followers and my growth. I find that keeping targets is a lot stressful than just following things. Now, coming to my self-care spread, I have laid out some ideas that I want to write, but before that, I'll make it a little more colorful by adding some paint swatches here and there, just so that the page is vibrant and fills me with positivity. I'll be using a black gel pen to write out the prompts. I have included things such as doing a face mask, making a coffee, just having a relaxing bath, or if I'm feeling very emotionally troubled, I can journal, listen to some music. Having some downtime away from the internet, just unplugging and doing activities such as reading or painting or drawing is also a very great way to relax. Some other prompts that I have included are hanging out with friends, dancing, or sleep early. Now, I said in my earlier video that I am not sure of what I want to fill in my savings tracker. So currently what I have come up with is expenses, income, any extra income that I had, and the savings. I also have some space here in case I want to make a total for rent and other expenses. Similarly, I'll fill up all the other months. I also decided to add a little highlight to the savings portion using a yellow marker. Coming to the final part of the video, a whole year of trackers. So for that, I decided to make a Dutch door spread. What we're going to start with is a heading, habit tracker. I'm using simple calligraphy to write the heading. If you have seen my previous bullet journal videos, just using some simple calligraphy adds a character to the whole spread. If you want to learn calligraphy, you can check out the 4 calligraphy sheets that I'll link in the description below. It's a great point for beginners to start from. Next, I'll write down all the dates from 1 to 31 on the left hand side and the habits that I want to track on the top. We'll only be writing them out once now and create a Dutch door so we can use them for all the 12 months. On the right side, we'll create another heading for a monthly review. This monthly review is designed in a way that in case you do not make a spread for that month, you can easily note down your highlights of the month. After the headers, we start by making the Dutch door. For that, we're going to make a cut right below the header and a little on the right side to cut a little portion of the page off. So bringing in my paper cutter and a scale, we'll start by cutting off the right hand side of the page, just enough so that the dates will be visible on all the 12 pages, and then on the top just below the header. Then we can just remove off this extra strip of paper from the right hand side and your Dutch door is ready. We'll repeat this for 12 days, so 12 pages, and then on each page we'll write down the name of the month. We'll repeat the same process for all the months. Starting with the review spread, the first box we're going to make is for tasks done. Here you can write all your to-do list. The next is highlights. You can write all the events or any achievement that you had through the month. A box for Netflix and a remarks column which I'll be using as an expense tracker in case I don't have a proper one made. So these 4 boxes will be a monthly review for all the upcoming months. And here is how they all look together. You can also cut off the top portion for the Dutch doors. I chose not to so as to maintain a flat level notebook. Also, this is just a very simple spread if you want to ease off the creativity for the month. If it was helpful, do let me know, subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll see you next. Bye bye.